when you're there, sometimes you're not quite sure what you're looking at. Is it Bronze era? Is it Iron Age? Is it Chalcolithic? Is this from the Byzantine era? Is it from the Mamluk era? Is it from, the Ottoman era? Is it from, which era is it? Who was living in the land at that time? Who was in control of things? What was going on? And some of it I knew, but some of it I was not really up on, like I should have been. So I thought, before I take a tour, I want to give our tour members, and especially our students, an overview of the history, of the cultures, the civilizations that lived there, when, where, under what circumstances. We have some hooks to hang information on when we're there and actually seeing things. A lot of what you'll see in Israel are, rocks, pillars, remnants of walls, and in some ways, one pile of rocks looks a lot like another pile of rocks. But in another way, each pile of rocks tells a story. It tells a story about the inhabitants who lived there, in some cases thousands of years ago. And if we know the background behind this pile of rocks versus that pile of rocks, we can make better sense out of it. And so hopefully by the end of our 6 weeks in preparation, you'll have a lot better grasp of the overall structure of things, the history, layout of the land, and so forth. We're going to be traveling a lot of places while we're there, and there are realities of things that we wish weren't realities, like jet lag. And everybody from time to time has the experience. You get on the bus to go from site A to site B, and on the way, you find yourself dozing off. And you wake up and think, where am I? It helps if you have at least a general understanding and knowledge of the layout of the land, so that you can say, oh, yeah, this is where I am. Now I know I can relate this to something else I've talked about or seen. So we're going to try to put some of these pieces together. Use some handouts, and I want to explain what they are. First of all, there's this little booklet. Now, it's little, and the print is small. It might be an eye strain for some of you, but that's on purpose. Purpose is not to wear out your eyes. Purpose is to make this small enough for you to carry along with you when you actually go on tour. So there are lots of good books that have been published for the purpose, but when you're actually on tour, you don't want to carry around a lot of big books. Okay. One of the best books that has been published today is The Sacred Bridge by Rainey and Notley. And Anson Rainey passed away just a few years ago, but these men both lived and studied and taught in Israel for many, many years, and they are some of the premier experts in historical geography of the Bible. This is my copy. It's on reserve in the library for this semester. So if anybody wants to make reference to that, and we do have one graduate student with us tonight that's required to do a paper for this class, a research paper, and he'll want to make use of this. But this is an excellent resource. So it's about a $150 book. That's why I didn't require it as a textbook for this class. One of the reasons. You certainly don't want to lug this all over Israel with you. So you have this instead. And this is small enough you can fit it in your hip pocket or in your purse or whatever, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. But if you want to take a look at the table of contents, right inside the front cover, on page 4, the archaeological